A little bit about Marcus's ability to avoid contact in there in the middle and to, not necessarily make the ankle-breaking cuts, but to do enough to get through traffic for 12 or 15.
Well, I think he's done a good job this year of making guys, miss but not totally miss. They might get a half of them. And he makes quick decisions at the line of scrimmage, so I think those things kind of help him make some plays, break some tackles. So he's doing a good job. He's improving from game to game.
Is it vision? Is it mental processing that you talked about? What goes into a guy who can avoid contact and a guy who can't?
Yeah, I think it's vision. And great pad leverage always helps that. He puts his body in a great position. Body leverage, we talk about it all the time. He does a great job of doing that. So that's the way you can break tackles and get to the next level, second level of defense.
Did you see any drop off at all after the ankle coming back?
No, and it was good. We were able to hold him for that Vanderbilt game. He came into that game probably 80%, so it was good, because I know we had a tough end to the season here, and that was a tough game going into that. But we were able to hold him so he could get healthy. So I think he felt a lot better the next week.
Where do you think he is now? You said he was 80% prior to?
Prior to the Vanderbilt game.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think he's 100% now. So.
Talk about the importance of being able to get the run game going on Saturday and keeping Arkansas off the field and their offense off the field.
It's real important. They got a good defense. They make some plays. They have a lot of tackles for loss. They move around. They got some guys that are very explosive inside the box, linebackers and defensive linemen. So, it's going to be important to try to get that run game established as in every game.
Talk about Sean and the offensive line, the improvements they've made that you've seen in the few years you've been here. Obviously, a little bit improved rushing attack this year.
I like Coach Elliott. It's brought in that intensity, and guys have confidence, and I think they understand a lot of what they're doing and why they're doing it, and I think also the running backs understand it. So I think that's something that's really important, and guys are just building confidence as we go through the season that we can. Run the ball and make some plays in the run game.
Talk about Brian and kind of where he's at right now. He had that great performance against Vanderbilt and then didn't get as many carries against Tennessee last week. How was he this week? And he's a guy you expect to have to utilize big time on Saturday?
Brian is upbeat, and Brian understands that at any point in time he'll be in the game in different situations. So he's always ready. He practices hard every single day. So that's the thing that's important. And I expect that out of him being a senior, that he's always prepared and ready to go. And he's done that so far.
Same thing with Kenny. I know it's got to be tough on him. He was the guy last year, and he's kind of fallen back. How do you continue to encourage him and just keep his head in, telling him next play could be your play if somebody goes down?
And that's the thing we've said to all the guys. And Kenny's been real upbeat, and he practices hard out here because he has to be prepared. You never know when that opportunity is going to arise, and you have to be ready for yourself and for your teammates.
Has he come and talked to you just about his role, mentioning about maybe looking at what Jarvis did, looking at that kind of avenue?
Looking at as
maybe
far as
possibly transferring?
No, I've talked with him, and he hadn't mentioned anything to me as far as that's concerned. So, Kenny's been upbeat, and Kenny's been coming out here and practicing well. So, that's the only thing that I've heard out of Kenny is positive things.
I realize how many yards he had last week, but how do you think Marcus physically bounced back? Could you see anything? Did you notice anything that he was favoring the ankle at all?
No, and it was good that we were able to hold him for the Vanderbilt game. Because, with an ankle, you just don't want it to just linger if he's not 100% like that game and go in and twist it and still play, but still be hampered by the ankle. But he was able to fully recover physically, and, that was good for him going into the game.